Welcome, brave soul, to scale back the dragons. If you're here, you felt it, that heavy, lurking presence of procrastination. A dragon that coils around your dreams, whispering, not today, maybe tomorrow. It's a beast we all know, one that guards the path to what matters most. But today, we're not running from it. We're going to face it, scale it back, and take one small step to claim victory. So, settle in, and let's talk about how to slay this dragon together. You know the feeling, don't you? That moment when a task sits before you, a project, a goal, a dream, and instead of diving in, you freeze. You scroll through your phone, hide at your desk, or convince yourself that now isn't the right time. It's like standing at the edge of a forest, knowing your destination lies beyond. But the dragon of procrastination blocks the path. Its scales glint with excuses. Its breath hot with doubt. You're not ready, it hisses. You'll fail, and so you wait. But here's the truth. Waiting doesn't shrink the dragon. It only makes it grow. Procrastination is a dragon I fight against often. Recently, starting this YouTube channel became my own towering dragon. It's a dream I had. But every time I sat down to work on it, my mind conjured up reasons to delay. What if it's not perfect? What if nobody watches? I kept talking myself out of learning what to do. Days turned into weeks, and I hadn't even taken the first step. It just stayed an idea, a dream. And like any dream, if you don't take the time to turn it into reality, eventually the dream is going to die. Here's what I've learned. Procrastination isn't just about laziness. It's fear wearing a clever disguise. Fear of failure, of not being enough, of stepping into the unknown. It's the dragon guarding your potential, and it thrives when you let it dictate your steps. But what if you didn't have to slay the dragon in one mighty blow? What if, instead, you could scale it back, find a chink in its armour, and take one small step forward? Let's pause and reflect. What's your dragon right now? That one task, that one goal that's been lingering in the shadows of your mind. Maybe it's starting a new habit, finishing a project, or even having a tough conversation. Picture it, name it, because the first step to slaying a dragon is knowing what you're up against. Ask yourself, what's the smallest step you could take toward it today? Not the whole quest, just one step. Write it down if you can. Let's make it real. Now, let's talk about why that small step matters. There's a kind of magic in action, a momentum that builds when you do something, no matter how tiny. Think of it like pushing a boulder down a hill. At first, it's heavy, resistant, but once it starts rolling, it gathers speed, carving a path where there was none. That's what happens when you act. You send a signal to the dragon, and to yourself, that you're not backing down. You're in the fight. Imagine you want to start exercising. The dragon tells you, you need a perfect plan, the right gear, an hour every day. But what if, instead, you laced up your shoes and walked for 5 minutes? Just 5. That's it. You've moved. You've begun. And tomorrow, maybe it's 6 minutes, or 10. Each step chips away at the dragon's power, because action breeds courage, and courage breeds more action. What's one small step you could take right now towards your goal? Not the grand leap, the tiniest move. Could you write one sentence? Make one call? Take one breath and begin. Here's a truth that's hard to swallow, but vital to hear. Perfection is the dragon's greatest ally. It convinces you that if it's not flawless, it's not worth doing. But life isn't a painting finished in one stroke. It's a canvas built layer by layer, messy and beautiful. Every small step you take is a brushstroke, adding colour to your story. So, let go of perfect. Embrace enough. Enough to start. Enough to move. Enough to grow. Let's circle back to my procrastination with this channel. One day, I got fed up, not with the task, but with the weight of avoiding it. So, I made a deal with myself. Just open the laptop. That's all I did. Then what? I started working on a script. One sentence became a paragraph, then a draft. And finally I had a finished script. I didn't finish it all in one setting, but I finished it. It was clumsy, far from perfect, but it was something. And that something cracked the dragon's scales. Here's the thing. I'd won, not because of the outcome, but because I'd faced the dragon and moved forward. I proved to myself that I could write a script. And if I did it once, I could do it again. I broke down video creation into steps. And I actually finished the first step of writing a script. I did the same thing with the next step, creating images. Then with editing. And over time, I created my first video. Have you ever had a dream like that, where you took a step, however small, and felt the weight lift? There's a saying I hold close. Well, let's pick a front. You scale back the dragons till you find one that's conquerable, that moves you forward. That's the heart of this journey. You don't need to defeat every fear at once. Pick one front, one small battle, and fight it. Scale back the dragon until it's a foe you can face. Maybe it's not writing a novel today, but writing one page. Not running a marathon, but walking a block. Each victory, no matter how small, is a step towards slaying the beast. I'd always wanted to create something meaningful, something that could inspire others. But the dragon of procrastination roared with lots of excuses. You're not ready. You don't have the time, the skills, the plan. It was paralyzing. Months passed, and the dream sat untouched. Then, one quiet evening, I asked myself, what's the worst that could happen? I might fail. If I don't do anything, then I'm going to fail anyway. So now I'm making videos. Nobody's watching yet, but I still feel better than if I hadn't started making videos at all. And if this doesn't work out, at least I'll be more prepared to fight against procrastination for the next project I want to do. What's your story? What's the dragon you're facing? And what's one small step you could take to scale it back? I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments below, because your story matters. It's not just yours. It's a light for someone else facing their own dragon. We're in this together, a community of dragon slayers, each step making us stronger. As you go forward, remember this. The dragon of procrastination thrives in the shadows of inaction. But every small step you take is a torch, lighting the way. You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to move. One step, then another. And before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come. The dragon's scales scattered at your feet. So, here's your challenge. Pick one task you've been avoiding. Name it. Break it down to the smallest possible step. Maybe it's writing one line, making one call, or even just opening the door to your goal. Do it today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And when you do, celebrate it, because that's not just a step. It's a victory. It's you, scaling back the dragon, claiming your path. Thank you for being here, for facing the dragon with me. This is Scale Back the Dragons, a place where we don't just dream, we act, we grow, we rise. If this spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so we can keep slaying dragons together. Share your small step in the comments. What's your front or conquerable dragon? Let's inspire each other. Until next time, keep moving, keep scaling back those dragons. And know that every step you take is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. You've got this. Let's go slay those dragons.